Okay, so I already did my base makeup, like my face and my eyebrows, because I've already shown that in a previous video. So if you're interested in seeing how I do that, then I will link that in the description box and also at the end of this video. The only difference is I'm using a different blush today. Today I'm using Red Vino by Milani. Really pretty color, perfect for like fall and winter. So I will also link that below. So today I'm using the Colourpop Smoke and Roses palette. I created this look with it. So if you're interested in knowing how I did that, then once again, just stay to the end of the video. I will link it. But yeah, I figured I would use the same palette. That way, if you already bought it for that video, you can use it again for this video and be able to get more looks out of it. So I'm just gonna start with the Urban Decay Primer Shadow Potion to prep the eyes. This is just gonna help the makeup on the eyelids stay and not crease. And then I always just like to take whatever brush I used for my powder and just kind of dust that over it. Just so that's ready for me to play with the eyeshadows. The first color I'm going to take is Like Heaven. This is what I'm using for my transition shade. And for those of you who don't know what a transition shade is, it's basically just a color you put down to help the other shadows come together, blend better together, basically transition better together. Hence the reason for the name transition shade. So you're just gonna put that into the crease and really blend it out. Now I'm gonna take the shade Look at Me and put that all over the lid. This is the Miss AOA Studio E123 brush. I'm just gonna pat this all over the lid. I went ahead and did both eyes. I just packed on the color until I was happy with the amount I got. I'm gonna take the shades Pretender and Angel Eyes and kind of mix those together. Using more Pretender than Angel Eyes, but a little bit of Angel Eyes. Okay, so all the way from middle to this outer corner right here is where I blended it. Keeping it in the crease. I have to do the same thing to the other eye. Okay, so I finished putting that down, and then I actually already did the next step on this eye, so I'm gonna show you what I did on this eye. So I'm taking the Miss AOA Studio E122 brush, and I'm taking the shade Spun Around. I'm gonna put this on basically the outer third of the eye, so like, yeah, right where the outer third is, on the lid, all the way up into the crease. Not gonna lie, guys, it's really hard to do my makeup in my camera. I should probably put a mirror behind her so I can see better, but doing the best I can with my camera. So again, I'm putting that on the lid, up into the crease, not going really past the color, like the color we placed already in the crease. And then the outer corner, so just kind of from where the eye lifts up to the brow bone, but not actually going to the brow bone, just that line to where the product already, to where the color already is. And basically just place down a lot of color until it's dark and I'm happy with it. And then we're gonna take the same brush we used a second ago for the crease and we're just gonna blend that out. Keeping it concentrated here, we're not gonna go all over that, but keeping concentrated there, but just helping the lines be a little more blended and not so sharp. Go, just blend until you're very happy with it. All right, now I'm taking the shade Tonight with that same E122 brush. We're gonna put this on the very outer corner of the eye. Basically the way I make sure I'm putting in the right spot, I kind of take where my eyelid ends. I'll draw a line up to kind of like right into the crease. Basically just drawing a line in the crease to where the outer third of the eye starts. Then gently just filling that in. And go as dark as dramatic as you want. Keep adding on, you know, color until it's where you want it. I'm going for pretty dark and dramatic today. And then same thing, take the same brush we used for a crease and just blend it out. Just like that, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the other eye. Now I'm taking that E123 brush and I'm gonna put some shimmer onto the eye. So I'm gonna take the shade Twin Flame and I'm basically just gonna pop that wherever I put dark color. So I'm gonna keep it off of the lid for now, like the center of the lid, but I'm just gonna put it kind of in this outer corner area. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And then I'm just gonna kind of wipe off what I can onto my wrist. I always look like I'm so abused or something after I do my makeup because I'll like use my wrist, like wipe everything off. I promise I'm not abused, everything is well, it's just makeup. And then I'm gonna take the shade Speechless. The shade is stunning. This whole palette's stunning, it's so pretty. I'm just gonna put this all over the lid, but not where the darker color was. So kind of inner corner out to the beginning of the outer third of the eye. And then real quick, just taking that blending brush and just kind of swiping in real quick. Just because I can't help it. I just have to really blend everything. Okay, I'm now taking the shade Twin Flame again with the E123 brush again. I'm gonna put this on my lower lash line. Since I got the color down, I'm just gonna blend it a little bit with the brush. Okay, and then taking the little brushes for the crease. I'm just dusting off my powder brush in case I fall. I don't really see anything, but just in case. Okay, now I'm aligning my eyes with the LA Girl Ultimate Intense Stay Auto Liner. It's a long name. And I'm basically just gonna line my eyes the same way I did in my last video, where I'm just trying to keep it on the waterline, pushing up into the lash line a little bit, not really drawing onto the lid or anything like that. Okay, it's amazing how much drama you get once you get all the eyeliner on. I love it. The dark intensity. In my last video, I talked about how I don't always set my eyeliner in the winter, but when I'm doing like a really dramatic look like this, I do, just because I spent so much time on it. I don't want it all risk anything happening. So taking the E122 brush and taking the shade Tonight and just gonna pat that on real quick just to set it. We're almost done with the eyeshadow. We're just gonna do a little bit more highlighting real quick. I was gonna use my same Jane Iredale brush I used in the last video, but I can't find it right now. So I'm using this brush. I don't even know where I got it. It's a little broken one, but just any like little tiny brush you can find, anything that you can find that works for you for your inner corner, just use that. I'm taking the shade Love and I'm gonna put in the inner corner. And wherever, again with my hooded eyes, I just kind of let them rest where they would. I just draw it up onto where you can see a little bit of lid. As far as I did on the upper lash, I'm doing on the lower. Lastly, just gonna take that same shade and pop it onto just the very center of the lid. Now we're gonna finish up the eyes with mascara. In the last video, I talked about how I never use just one mascara, I always use two, so I'm using the same mascaras I used in that video today. Again, I will put a video out eventually of me doing my full mascara routine. I just wanna wait until I can figure out a way to do like a good close-up of the eye so I can really show you what I'm doing, because I want that video to be as helpful for you as possible. So that will come eventually. But right now, I'm just gonna layer two mascaras on, starting with the Full and Soft and then the Total Temptation. Eyes are done, so now we just gotta finish off with lips and we'll have the completed look. So I'm using this lip trio in the shade Rebel. I'm just gonna start with the lip liner that comes with it. Again, this is a trio, so these are all gonna be like the shade Rebel because they sell it in a trio. I'm going to first just have like a resting, just kind of rest my face and gently do the outer line. And then when I do that, you know what, let me do that first and I'll show you what I do after. Okay, so when I line my lips, I don't like to crazy overline my lips. I'm pretty happy with the size that my lips are, and I don't like to look like I'm overdoing it too much. But anyway, so you line like normal, and then I go in and I smile like this. Kind of spread my lips out as much as I can with that smile. And that's what's really gonna help fill in those other lines. And if I do that technique while just following my natural lip, and natural will kind of slightly overline the lips, just enough that it's slightly overlined, but without being completely obvious that you overlined your lips. So that's the technique I use. Okay, and then I'm just gonna fill it in. I'm so mad at myself. I totally finished that look and forgot to hit the record button again because I paused it real quick. So I had like easier clips to edit with. And I forgot to hit play again. I'm so sorry. But I didn't do much else. I literally just kept using the products that are in that trio. So after I lined my lips, I just took the lip paint that comes with it. You shake it up and then just apply it all over your lips like you would with any other like lipstick or lip paint. And then this will dry down to be totally dry. So while it's still tacky, then you want to take this other product they have. It's this really pretty shimmery powder you can put on top. So this by itself is a really pretty red color, but if you want like the frosted cranberry look that I've got going on, then you put this on top. So I literally just took my fingers, dipped into the powder, and then like applied it all over my lips, and then put some extra right in the center to give the more pouty look. Because for those who don't know, if you put highlight on the center of the lips, it helps bring light there, making your lips look a little more pouty and more like, you know, luscious and stuff. So if that's the look you want, that's how you do that. And that's the completed look. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please hit that thumbs up button as well as subscribe so you can see all the other videos I put out. As promised, here is the link to the makeup look that I was talking about earlier if you want to know how I did the base makeup for this, as well as the other eyeshadow look I did with the Colourpop Smoke and Roses palette. Then head on that way and I'll see you there. Thanks so much and have a fabulous day.